Hey everybody, this is Miss Huggins again. I wanted to show you a demonstration on printmaking, and some of my students already know all about this because we've started printmaking this year in the art room. And so if you've heard all of this before, then great, but I thought this would be a great way for you to review the procedure in case we are back at school and school is back in session and you're ready to make a new print from your plate. You might want to look around the house. If you have some of these styrofoam plates lying around and your parents say it's okay, you can make a completely new printmaking plate and bring it to school to show me. I would be very happy to see that, and I can help you with making a new print. I realize not everyone has a brayer and printmaking ink at home, so that's why I'm happy to help you when we return to school. But just in case you are looking to do some art projects today, I've got the styrofoam ready and I thought maybe we could do a demonstration on that. So this is just the middle part of the styrofoam plate that's been cut out into a rectangular shape. I have the printmaking ink, I have a printmaking tray, I have ballpoint pens in 2 colors. And I also have just copy paper, because if we were in the art room today, I would not have our nice drawing paper. I would have just regular copy paper at the printmaking station. So that works well for that. Earlier in the year, we decided that we would draw animals, landscape drawings. We had all sorts of things that you guys were able to come up with. Just for today, I'm going to draw something really simple, and I would encourage you to do something a little bit more interesting, but mine is just going to be quick and easy. Remember that we used ballpoint pens because that helped us to ensure that everything in the indentation was deep enough to make a print. So first we used one color ink, and then we went over everything else with a separate color, and that made it easier to see where we had already traced. Like I told you earlier in the year, if you're going to do numbers, words, symbols, everything will be backwards once it's printed. So keep that in mind. If you are printing, you don't want to write words. I think that would probably be really hard to write something backwards to begin with, and then, I mean, it is possible, but I would encourage you to steer clear of any words, numbers, or symbols that you don't want to be printed backwards. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my drawing. Just trying to come up with something easy, something happy. I hope you're making the most of your time that you've had to spend at home this week. And we need some sunshine. All right, so like I said, come up with something that's a little bit more original, something a little bit more detailed. Mine is just super fast and super easy. All right, so there's one layer. Next, I want to go over it with a separate color of ink, and I can push down a little harder this time. You're not wanting to go completely through the plate. You're just going to use a little bit of pressure, but not so much pressure that you risk making a hole in the plate. You don't want to puncture through any areas because we're going to be coating this with ink in a few minutes. All right. So a black ink might have been, a black ballpoint pen might have been easier to see. But if I hold it up to the light, I can see red. I can see where I've already traced over. Here's the face. I'm gonna go all the way around here and finish tracing this out. The next thing would be to do rub your fingers over it to make sure you feel the bumpiness of it, and then you'll know that you've gone deep enough. All right, so now I've got my brayer, I've got my ink. I'm going to try my best not to make a mess at the printmaking station, so I'll have a sheet of paper, of copy paper, underneath my plate to protect the table. All right, so we will only be using a very small amount of ink this time. So in the plate, just drop in a very small amount of printmaking ink, and we're gonna start rolling. All right, I'm gonna roll back and forth, up and down, side to side, all around, until everything is coated. You can kind of hear that stickiness of the ink moving around. And as long as I can see a black square or rectangle here, I know that I've gotten it covered mostly, but the ultimate test would be to hold this up to the light and see if everything is shiny all the way around the brayer. Yep, and I see shiny all over. I don't see any holes. So I think we're good. We can start applying the ink to the plate now. And we want all of this to be shiny as well. All right, your plate is never going to be clean again. After you've started this printmaking process, you can make as many prints as you would like, but your plate will never be white again. Like I said, if you kids have already made one of these earlier in the year and you would like for me to help you make a new print, if you didn't think it had enough ink on it last time, I'm happy to help you with that. If you're wanting to start a completely new print, that is also okay. All right, so this looks nice and dark. So I'm just about ready to make a print. I might just go over it one more time just to be absolutely sure. All right, so now I'm gonna move this dirty sheet away, and I'll get a new sheet of copy paper. Probably gonna get this on my fingertips, but that's okay. I can wash it off later. All right, so now this is ready with a new sheet on top. The actual sheet that will have the print on it, because it's facing up. Okay, so here you go. Everything is ready to go. I will now hold this steady, but I'm massaging it now. I'm getting the ink totally saturated. All right, so now be sure to massage the corners really well. For several seconds, you want to just give it a really good massage. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. You'll peel this off to reveal your print. And that looks like a really nice color. So, thank you for watching this today. Remember, if you've got styrofoam plates somewhere in your house, you can make one of these at home. So thank you so much for watching.